Good morning. Spraying some fungicide on Tassel corn this morning. Figured out where I gotta be. Get this, doing fungicide. I don't do this. I don't run the sprayer often. It's normally Dad's job. He's got some stuff to get wrapped up at the elevator this morning, and we need to make sure that the sprayer stays ahead, or on schedule anyway. So I never seem to get to run it when you get to use GPS anyway. It's always driving down corn roads. Need to find my 24th row in. Problem with fungicide is you're up above the corn so high that your boom is actually in the trees when you're sitting on the row you're supposed to be on. I know this fence line's pretty straight. I'm just gonna jump over 3-4 rows. Well, for one, then I won't be driving in the guest row of the planter, and I won't have my sprayer boom in the tree line like it is right now. There'll be 3-4 rows under the trees that don't get fungicide, but at least we still have a sprayer. I'm not bulldozing down one row of corn the whole length of the farm, and I think it's just a better management practice than that. So as long as I don't come into my 24 rows that I planted on the headland, I won't hit anything, in theory. Slow going. It's just gonna have to deal with it. Playing around the hydropole. Power lines. Tree lines. I'd like to stick you outside, but I'm terrified to lose you too. That would be very unfortunate. I'm aiming to keep the boom height sensor sticking out the front. keep it straight down the middle of the row. But on side hills you have to kind of adjust because the boom actually sways up the hill a bit. Yeah. Side hills are very hard to not run overboard. Sprayer actually drifts a bit for dog walks. Sprayer dog walks and the boom drifts over or pivots over. So your mark that you're looking at is not true to the center anymore. Okay, set row. The all-wheel steer is very sensitive. Get everything rocking on itself. I don't know why the road shut off so bad. Master on. Job is definitely nicer in big square fields. You don't have to drive back on yourself all the time. Okay. Well, that wrapped up. Go back to the farm, I guess, and top up. This is not the funnest thing to drive down the road visibility-wise, with the boom pulling beside you. Up or down. Okay, we just got to the next, we got home, filled up, got to the next field. We've never actually been in this one before, so we're going to see how this goes. We planted it, so it's a 24-row corn planter at least. Make sure that I'm not over the road. The hydro wires are on the other side of the road, thankfully. There's this little nook in here that we might get on the way out again. Now I'm going down the edge of the field, and so there's 24 rows over there, and then this would be the guest row from the planter. So I'm just staying right on the edge of the guest row, so I'm technically 2 rows in from the outside, and because if I were to follow the row that I'm supposed to on the headland, I would probably be bulldozing over most of one row. At least this way I am able to stay in between rows, and it sets me up to be off of the guest track of the planter, guest row of the planter for the rest of the field, so I'm not always driving down the planter split. Yeah, free rows don't get fungicide, but the helicopter was doing it. They wouldn't be getting that close to the trees either. So there's no product coming out the center section of this boom at the front. There's actually a boom section on the back of the sprayer, spraying after the sprayer's gone over it, so we're not knocking the chemical off the leaves right away, and it's not all over my front window. The moisture you were seeing earlier in the day was just dew moisture. Set the roll. Find where I came across the headland, so I'll make the tracks. Cut it hard. And that's telling me that this row is the one I gotta take. So I'm gonna try putting you right there, so if you fall off I can see you, and I can spend 3 hours looking for you. One thing that is nifty about all haggies, I'm pretty sure, is reversing fan. probably get out and watch it. I think that's a necessity when spraying tassel corn. So yeah, we do 20 gallon to the acre application. We get to get really good coverage, which means we're doing 60 acres to a fill up, 1,200 gallon tank. Okay, we're down under 100 gallons, so I'm not going to be able to make another round. We'll just adjust a little bit when we fill up again. Have to head a little bit down the road to the water trailer. It's not a big deal. It's sitting at the bigger chunk of acres. I couldn't just come here from the last field we were in because the boron that's getting mixed in is at a different rate for this field, so we had to actually dilute it from the other field. So anyway, see if we can maneuver our way out without running over too much corn. Got all the tricky side done. It's a nice square left here. So one disadvantage to the sprayer is you can't really see your wheels. You can see that one a bit, but yeah, normally if you're looking down watching that one all day, you're actually running over more corn than you just trying to drive properly. So I don't even have a water boy today. They just dropped her off. They said, fend for yourself. We're doing 0.5 to the acre of Maravus, and each one of these does 17 acres. So get that all thrown in, and induct that up in. I've already put a half one of this in. It's a powder or granular. I need 3 more of that. These I just dump in the powder, and it doesn't get bunked up in the. Full tank loads are easy. Same every time, you don't have to adjust anything. This is clean water, don't worry. We should be good to go for another 60 acres. That guy up. Yeah, there's 130 right here, so a couple quick tankfuls. It's actually nice and easily squared too. Should go good. Okay, we got that last. We got two more tank fills done, I guess. I'm gonna shut this down, and we got some haylage to go do. So probably gonna call this the end of a video. We'll just keep it all the same. It's fungicide. Yeah, we don't really ever schedule for me to do this, or it's kind of, if there's shop work, then that's my priority. But if there's elevator work, then that's Bruce's priority. So we kind of, this time of year, we just kind of share it. Whoever's available runs it. So try and stay ahead of. There's a lot of acres to cover this time of year, and it's a lot of fill-ups, and it's time-consuming because you're taking your time to make sure you're not running over corn. So acres per hour isn't insane doing fungicide. So we just take your time, and we don't really like doing it at night either, because it's really fields that don't have anything around the boundaries, or you can go do headlands before it gets dark and then just fill in the inside. There's ways around it, but doing spraying that corn at night when it's up eye level, it gets pretty exhausting pretty quick, and bad things can happen. So just make sure it stays running as much as possible through the day. So anyway, rambling on again. Appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.